People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. It's really hard, and you have to do it over a sustained period of time. So if you don't love it, if you're not having fun doing it, and you don't really love it, you're going to give up.
Stories Part 3, Steve Jobs, Little People, Big Dreams by Isabel Sanchez Vegara. If you would like to buy this book, go to the link in the description. You will also find links to other books from the same series.
Little Steve was born in San Francisco. He was just a baby when he was adopted by Mr. and Mrs. Jobs, a couple who promised to parent him with all their love and the best education they could afford. Steve was interested in how things were made and had a great time working with his dad in the garage. But he found school quite boring. Steve soon realized that the only way to do great work is to love what you do. One day, he joined a club for curious kids run by an electronics company. Fascinated by the walkie-talkies and instant cameras, Steve stumbled on a mysterious machine that he had never seen before. It was a computer. It was huge. There was no way a 12-year-old child could fit it in their room. Steve spent the whole summer at the electronics club, learning everything about computers, the most awesome tool ever invented. At school, some people thought Steve was a geek. Others thought he was a hippie, but Steve was just himself. He could talk about electronics for hours with his friend Woz. And after having long walks with his other friend, Chris-Anne, he realized how much he liked art, literature, and her. Steve didn't want his parents to spend their life savings on his university degree, so he dropped out. But he continued to sneak into the classes that interested him, like calligraphy, which taught him the art of writing beautifully. He saved all his money and took a long trip to India. Practicing meditation, Steve learned not to worry about yesterday or tomorrow and to focus on today. He knew that one day everything he had learned would connect. Back in California, Steve went to see his friend Woz, who was busy working on a homemade computer. Steve thought it would be great if everyone could have a computer at home. He and Woz decided to start a business together. They gave their company the name of a fruit, apple. Steve's garage became their headquarters. They spent long days and nights programming and imagining what a personal computer might look like. Woz was the genius engineer, but it was Steve's idea to make computers simple and easy to use. Soon, they went from selling 200 computers to becoming a super successful company. Steve knew that great things are never done by one person, but by a team of people. He hired the most talented artists, designers, and engineers, and challenged them to think differently to create the most extraordinary devices. Whether it was a computer or a mobile phone. Steve showed the world that design is not just about how things look, but about how they work too. For him, good design should help make life easier for everyone. And little Steve became one of the most successful entrepreneurs the world has ever seen. A hero in everyday technology. All this just by having the courage to follow his heart and his intuition.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Whose story shall I do next? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, bye-bye.